Welcome back to Satisfactory. So glad you're here. I'm looking at the top of the Skybridge and I'm contemplating if we should build from here, then drop down to pick up right there. There's two sushi belts worth of stuff that we want to add to our build up here. I think let's find the bar that actually has these things on it. Here we go. So I'd have to go back and build it manually, but I could theoretically build another hypertube out here. Though technically I've got cannons for that, so I'm not going to do that. Let's open up a space here. Uh-oh. The last thing we need is to start making crates at 1,000,000 miles above the surface. We'll come back for those in a moment. Those crates would stack perfectly, wouldn't they? All right. We're still not fully connecting for some reason. It might be that I have to put in a half foundation to get this thing started. Ooh, you know what I could do? This might be another use case for Nudge. Let's lock it. Take a look at it. Click it. Oh man, I made a huge mistake. I was trying to watch one scene in Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, and I ended up watching the whole thing. So it's so good though. That's not really apropos of what we're doing right now. It's just, man, so good. All right. I think we're as close as we're going to want to get. And for this purpose, I'm thinking So we've got 2 belts. We could hit 2 belts right here on this edge and then just let it go. Now, obviously I could have built fewer... What are these called? Stackable conveyor poles, but who knows? I might want to desushify some of these belts so I can get more throughput. So for now, I think we're good. My thought would be to do something like... Let's see if we have the goods on us. Something like this. Right, then just boost it up from there. How we're gonna get this started is a whole different question, but I guess we'll have to figure it out. There's our target. You know, that wasn't too far off. I might be 1 foundation off. If I really wanted it, I could adjust this by 1 foundation. Should I hook this up top to bottom or side to side? What I've come to realize in this 2 minutes since I started this project, that I probably want to do this side by side. There's really no easy way to get back up there. It's the problem. Can't even get a solid copy. Should be some good build materials in here. Might as well just take it all, right? Leave yourself 1 space so you don't make crates that you're not paying attention to. Come on. Right about 3 more. I think we're at least close enough to the ground to finish up. Those might not be perfectly aligned. Let's jump down here and take a look. Yeah. Ever so slightly off. There we go. So much spaghetti in here. I was off by 2. I'll have to come back to make all that look nice. Gonna have to be probably a nice box. Uh-oh. A nice box with some of those some of these lights on it. Holy moly. We're really up there. Oh, if I really wanted it, I could add a 3rd level. So that's good to know. All right, so this is gonna probably take me a good while. All I'm doing is belting all this in. Let me, oh yeah, so here's my sushi belt. Or sushi belts. So phase 1 project parts. Because you really never need a full belt worth of that stuff. And effectively, we're just going to put it in storage and let it build up. And then when we need it, we'll have it. And then I just had some extra heavy modular frames and encased beams. We'll probably end up making more of those, right? Because you do need a lot of those depending on what recipes you pick. But I mean, we got perfectly good factory over there. There's no reason for it to sit idle. So we have access to those too. So we're just going to bring those over. And again, it's nice to have extra of that, but I'm not going to worry about having individual belts because the speed of construction is kind of ridiculous, actually. Well, I think I have 3 or 4 more of these to go, so we'll just go to the corner. Then once I've turned that corner, I'll cut, and then we'll arrive once we get to the point where we're at the storage unit. Let's see if this is a turn. It is. It's a nice turn too. Okay. True to my word, I'm not gonna have you sit here and watch me build another 900 belts. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna finish up these belts. I mean, it's just a straight line to the main area anyway. Yeah, I'm in such a zone, I forgot I said I was going to cut. I'll be right back. Once I get closer to the storage, I'll loop you back in. See you in a bit. Actually, once I found the rhythm and stopped thinking about it, I got there pretty quick. So here we are. Now, I'm sighing because this is where potential hard decisions have to be made. I could pick this one and this one. For some reason, I decided to go with an angle. Probably thought it looked cool. Oh. Design flaw. Design flaw eliminated. What is the 90 degree on this? Is it still -2? Ooh. I got real crooked. It might be easier to do it from this direction and just kind of eyeball-ish where this is going to land. And let's see, 45 this means it's going to be about here. 1, 2. Nope, it's already cricket. Well, why didn't you tell me the belt was in the wrong direction? I'm thinking maybe a little bit of stackable. Maybe. How am I gonna get this? Oh, I know how. I'll get this one online. Ooh. It's never gonna be online. Okay. Then we'll fix it in pre. At this point, I think I should kind of get everything up to a level. Kind of in the center-ish, but not all the way. Then I should check to make sure I have the materials needed for this part of the operation, which I obviously don't have. I don't think I have any steel pipes over here. Maybe in the hub I left some behind. Nope. I shall return. I'm gonna jump over it. Well, I'm actually kind of having fun looking at all this getting built. That part of it looks kind of ridiculous, but we'll shine that up in a future video. Make it look good. Part of me thinks there's pipes over here. That's right, because I have a steel test bench. It's turning into be more of a permanent bench. Let's dump some of this stuff. Well, I should probably keep the encased beams. Pipes and pipes and pipes. Beams and beams and beams. I don't really think I need heavy modular frames, but I am going to need them shortly. So I'm just going to grab a couple so we can have them. Okay. I'm gonna have to hit 2 hyper tubes to get back over there. Well, actually, could do it in 1. Let's put now I'm thinking I need to have a storage plan. We got 2 here. And we could have it like that. And then do two here. Something like that. And then we can pop up on 1. Oh man, I am way out. Rotors and AI limiters. Well, you know what? I might get lucky. Rotors. Actually, I had steel pipes over here, but no AI limiters. Quick wire. Come on, quick wire. Yes, I've got quick wire. Let's make some adjustments. Wow, I just realized how bright it is in here. You know, as many times as I've played this game, I still don't know what the recipe for a smart splitter is. It's bad news. I shouldn't have that memorized by now. There we go. Out. We can move this over. Uh-oh. We'll borrow a little space from this industrial. Take you and take you. Well, that is true. I could just go 1 straight like this and then 1 next to it. That will work. Though I could make it work a little better. Let's think for a moment. So we are running a risk here. When it comes time to start doing construction, we are going to have to put a clear, unambiguous sink on this. But we're not going to have to worry about that right now. Or, you know, I could theoretically drop one right in here. Kind of have that be a different level. We'll worry about it later. All right, so we want this to be the encased. And we want this to be the heavy. And we're going to have to pull this in a little bit more. Figuring out how all this storage is going to get put in place is going to be a bit of a game all into itself, really. That actually looks pretty good. Should I go up 2 levels? If I only go up 2 levels, that's gonna put the output on this side. Definitely don't think I want to do 3 levels of storage. Well, let's worry about that in a minute. What that is telling me, though, is that these are too close. We're going to back these off a bit. Wait, I put that much stuff in there? Oh yeah, okay. What to say? Let's get our inventory sorted here. All right. All right, and doesn't matter which one's which. Righty, we just got to remember what it was we used. Smart plating, yes. Versatile frames, yes. And auto wiring, yes. Ooh, it's way over here. I might just run a... Oh, 2 stack down the line here. There we go. Now we are storing lots and lots and lots and lots of materials. And an industrial storage container worth is a good chunk, but you also have to remember that for these particular materials, there's what, closer to 12 industrial storage materials full, industrial storage containers full, except for the auto wire. The automated wiring is harder to build, so I might have to go back and add some additional to that, but I don't have to worry about that for now because we have this all set up and ready to go. Oh, look at that. The heavy modular frames are... There's not as many heavy modular frames as there are encased beams. Good to know. We probably didn't... I don't think I hooked those up to any type of storage, so that we only had what was in the machines. And now every now and again, we're going to get an additional one. So we're going to have to make some heavy modular frames on site. And then we can use whatever we get from the system as kind of a little boost. Yeah, because now we're getting every other one, then nothing. Then one. So yeah, there's chunks going on there. What's going on with this? Why are we getting all automated wiring? Oh, I pulled the other ones from the belts. So we're getting the full production amount, not from storage. That's why the automated wiring is coming in strong, because I pulled those directly from storage. Oh man, that's so much spaghetti. I don't know if I want to subject you to that fix. We're going to get a ton of automated wiring. Ratio-wise, it's going to be pretty bad. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. The point of this was to hook up some materials to the Skybridge, and we've done that. Now, whether or not those materials are what we expected or the ratios that we expected them, that's a whole different problem. You know, if I built a little bit of that, ooh, got lucky. If I built a little bit of that every time I go by, I could probably have that whole thing finished in no time. Honestly, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The blueprint went a long way. And then all we have to do is really come back and build a little bit of a box on this. We could probably extend this to make it so it connects a little bit more properly. Oh man, there's so much spaghetti to deal with down here. But here's the problem. So these are just straight storage. And then off camera, I just said, oh, I'll just use this belt. And it definitely gave me versatile frames, but not nearly enough. So I'll just do one of these and you can see it. I mean, I think you get it, but... Oh, that's not even close. So now I have to find, hopefully it's not in the middle of a rock, which of course it is. Right in the middle of the rock. Ah, boy. It's gonna be one of those. Have to build invisibly through rock. Refuel. Okay, let's get back to it. Now, which one of these is... That's the automated wiring. That's the... So this one is the versatile frame right here. We'll just connect that to that. Looks like something's already full. No, that can't be... I mean, it's stopped, so something's full. So yeah, that's the problem that we're looking at right now. That's such a minor deal. And then it's just a matter of versatile frames. How did I connect those? I think I just ripped off a belt. Oh wait, I just fixed that one. It looks like there's a halfway decent amount of smart plating. If it turns out to be an illusion, then I'll come back and fix it. But for now, thanks for hanging out. We have all of our phase 1 project parts. At least a good representation of them. on the Crater Lakes. So then we can use that for future builds. I am a little curious though, what's going on here. Oh, I lost my momentum. Just need enough. Okay, so don't lag me in off the world here. Whoa, boy. And we hit it. Okay, let's see. I guess the bet is... Oh, I know what's going on. Project parts don't stack. They're built to be annoying. And so the automated wiring industrial storage container is full. Hey, look at that. It's always nice when you run a test and it turns out that you know what you're talking about. Let's at least make sure that we're inside the scope of the building. Okay, that'll let some additional stuff come in. At least 2 more industrial storage containers worth. And then, like I said before, once we get to building with that stuff, if not sooner, we'll find a awesome sink to make sure that we keep it going. But shortly, I would expect a good amount of at least the versatile frames to get feathered in. And then I'll go back and fix the smart plating the same way. But these are minor considerations when you're dealing with a Skybridge and long distance conveyor belting. Thanks for hanging out. Mission accomplished as far as this goes. We have everything moving into the central storage. We already have, well, this is more of a proof of concept. The pull from the refinery is much longer, and we're going to have to do something to make it look nicer. So I didn't do anything to make that other side look nicer. What I'll do is I'll make the refinery side, we'll do something for that lift area to look a little nicer. Okay, so look, we've plowed through all of the automated wiring, and now it's feathering in a little better. Different stuff is coming in. Every other one. More like what I would expect. So yeah, we just have to go back and fix the smart plating. Eventually, everything that's stored at the other location. Well, hold on. No, that's not true. That stuff will probably never dump out completely until we start building with it. That's a minor consideration, though. For the 3rd time, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.